Hi, I am doing this video to talk about how to bottle feed a litter of puppies. Our puppies are 6 days old. Actually, they're 6 and 7 days old because they were born on New Year's Eve. Some were born before midnight and some were born after. But they are still less than a week old, and I just wanted to do a little video on bottle feeding. This is our second litter of puppies, so we're not professionals. I've looked at lots of videos and researched a lot of stuff. We've been super fortunate with both of our litters that Nietzsche had. She had 13 last time, and this time she had 11. They're pretty large litters, so we feel like we've just been so blessed. We haven't had any issues. The puppies did great. Nietzsche did great. She definitely was able to nurse. She actually nursed her puppies until they went home at 8 weeks old. They were already weaned onto dog food, and they were in, we had a really big, huge pen that they were in. You know, it was a pretty big, it was like, I don't know, 10 by 10 pen with a little dog house and lots of toys. But she would go in there still up until 8 weeks, until they went home, and she would just jump in there and feed them. She was just awesome. She was still producing milk, and we just let her do it on her own. This time we are noticing, because it can't always be perfect every time, but I am noticing this time that she's just not producing very much milk, and I'm super bummed out about it. We are trying to do some other things. I'm researching, watching videos, so I am giving her canned food with our Victor High Pro Plus formula. I'm giving her canned food. There's this awesome food from Avengers. It's actually chicken thighs or chicken drumettes, and they pressure cook them in a way that the bones literally will just squish right between your fingers, and she loves it, and it's in chicken broth. And I've also read that if I feed her chicken broth, it's gonna help with her milk production. It'll help make her thirstier. We need to give her lots of fluids, make sure she's drinking water a lot. So I'm hoping that her milk is going to come in more. So I'm definitely feeding puppies more. So I'm just going to do a little video on how I get the puppies to drink from the bottle. We use just regular, these are just baby bottles, and I saw this on a video that I watched from, I love watching the videos from Standing Stone Kennels. They're just awesome, and I've learned a lot from watching their videos, and these are the same bottles that they used. So they're not all, they're all latching on. They seem to be doing pretty good, but the milk definitely comes out a lot faster in this. So sometimes they start coughing a little bit. They have to, they're just not getting a lot from Nietzsche, and I think this is kind of shocking them a little bit when they start drinking, but then they usually do pretty good. But here are her puppies. Nietzsche is in there. She's definitely trying to be a really good mom, and I think maybe part of it is stress, I'm hoping. So I'm just going to give her a little bit extra help. I'm videoing this by myself. So I'm going to try to show you guys how we do this. I have a feeding chart, so I got these on Amazon. They're super awesome. So it's just all of our puppies from the first one born down to the last one born. They all have different colors, and we have another chart that talks about their weight and everything, but this is a feeding chart, and if I use pencil, I can mark in here when I feed them, and then I just take some water and it washes right off, and I can use this thing hopefully for the whole time that I'm bottle feeding them. But what I did is, they're all trying to nurse on her, and I'm definitely wanting her to nurse the puppies as much as possible, because I'm hoping that milk's just going to come in more. And this is just maybe stress. The puppies just had their tails and dew claws removed 2 days ago. Maybe she's just a little stressed out about that. So I'm hoping that the milk's going to come in better. But I let all the puppies nurse on her, and then when I bottle feed, I mark which ones I fed, and I just put a little star there. So I am going to see if I can get one of the puppies to eat. So we use Escalac. I think it's really the only formula that you can use for puppies. We this bag will last a while, but for this bag, I just bought it on Amazon. I think it was like about $150 for this bag, and it'll last, this bag should last a couple weeks. When they get bigger, we'll go through more of these, maybe one a week. But anyways, we use that. And then I am also giving Nietzsche some of this Milk RX. I gave it to her with her last litter too, and I'm hoping that this is the reason her milk came in so good last time, and I'm just, you know, doing whatever I can. So you just got to kind of learn as you go. Takes a lot of patience. So I am going to see, let's see. Let me see. Let's do little Brown. So Brown is, she's a little female. Here is our little brown puppy. She's 6 days old. She's super, super sweet. So I cut all my fingernails all the way down, so she seems hungry. They like to suck on my finger, and I know that they're all hungry when they will latch onto my finger, and then I usually just swap it out. Like, once they get on my finger, there we go. So she's doing it. All right, so what was I going to say? When I feed the puppies, and this, you know, this is just what is really good for me, is I hold the bottle with my hand, and I cup their chin underneath my hand. Pretty much, I just do it one-handed. But if I hold them another way and I'm not doing that, it seems like they end up coming off of the nipple. So if I hold them this way, it seems to work really good for me. And sometimes when they aren't getting it right away, I feel like if I just kind of, so I'll squeeze a little bit into their mouth so that they know that there is a meal here. And then they start drinking it and they're like, oh, there's food here. And then if I tease them a little bit with it, so I almost will like hold, you know, if they're not latching on right away, I pull it out a little bit so that they have to reach for it. And then they usually do pretty good. So here, this is kind of how I hold it. And she's doing really good. So let's see, we just had their tails done a couple days ago. They're feeling really good. This is also a really good time for me to check the puppies, check their tails. Our vet, when she docked their tails, she stitched them, so she took the tail off and put a couple stitches in. There's some vets do it different. Some will put rubber bands on, and some will put on rubber bands and let the tails fall off. Some will take the tail off and then use super glue to seal it up. Our vet stitches, and we really are happy with the results we got last litter, and yeah, it just went really well. And we also had the dew claws removed, so this is just a good time to really get a look at your puppy, kind of bond with it. I pet them, they're just the cutest. I don't know if you can just see. You know, it's just a good way to kind of get you look at your puppy when you're doing this. So she is looking really good. I do daily weight charts. That's just another chart in here. So every morning I am checking their weight so that I can see how every puppy's doing, to make sure everybody is gaining weight. And it's a good way for me to see if one of them isn't gaining weight as much as the other ones, that I will try to work on bottle feeding them a little bit more. So anyway, yeah, I just wanted to do a little video because I loved watching a lot of videos when we had our litters, when we had our first litter and with this litter, because yeah, we're not professionals, and there's always new stuff to learn, and it's always nice to see how everybody does things and kind of develop your own way and your own system, your own routine. Nietzsche does like to do, when I'm bottle feeding her puppy, she likes to see what I'm doing. So she'll come in, and then this is how she You know, she's licking the puppy, seeing if the puppy, when she licks them, that's when she stimulates them to pee, and she can keep that cleaned up. You gonna go in, Mama? So yeah, so 6 and 7 day old puppies. They're doing super good. We had 9 puppies that were born in the year 2022 and 2 that were born just after midnight in 2023. 11 healthy puppies. I'm in total puppy heaven right now. Definitely having to do a lot more bottle feeding this time, but so she just drank almost a full ounce, and I think she's full. It's always good to see, you can see her tummy's tight, so I think she's had enough. She's full, so then I will put her down and I will go to the next one. So I'm going to make sure that I keep it, if I don't mark on here every time a puppy eats, then I start losing track and forget who ate. So that was brown, so I'm just going to put to the next line. So brown had some, and now let's try to try to feed Green. Green, I know it's making some noise. So Green is also another little girl. So is she hungry? Yep, there she goes, right on my finger. So of course you want to make sure that you have clean hands before you do this. So see, she's not really taking it right away, so if I tease her with it a little bit, then she'll get it on there. And you definitely want to make sure that the nipple is facing the right way. These are nice. There's a little indent right here at the top, saying I know that that's the top. Because if the nipple's not, see, this is the way the nipple's got to face. So that is right side up. So we don't want it to be upside down. Anyways, these nipples work really, really good. I thought when I first got them, I had seen them on Standing Stone Kennels and their puppies did great on them, so I got them and I thought, gosh, these nipples are just way too big. Come here, baby. Come here. Okay. They do love to suck on my fingers, and I think it's because maybe it's more like her nipple. There she goes. There she goes. The butt's looking good. So yeah. Anyways, I just wanted to make a little video. I will post this on our new YouTube channel, and definitely smash that like button and subscribe if you want to see more of our videos. We are new at this. I think I started my channel 4 days ago, and I've uploaded lots of videos from our last litter, and I'm uploading videos from these puppies. But I hope everybody is having a great day, and I hope people that are having new litters are enjoying their puppies. It's just so much fun. A lot of work, but I'm loving every minute of my puppy time. All right, thank you.